Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be getting into the Love is Blind Season 2 reunion. Lots of revelations were revealed, we have happy couple updates, and we have drama that needs to be broken down. And I am your host, Zachary Reality, here to do all of the breaking down and spilling the tea. So be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss out on any future videos. And let's get me to 3,000 subscribers, people. Do what you gotta do, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 3,000 by the end of the week. Okay, people? Now let's get right into the tea and not waste any more time, because this reunion was pretty explosive, I would say. A lot of people were coming for Shake, and then there was also some really emotional moments when Natalie started crying, apologizing to Shane for making him feel like he wasn't good enough. Well, you know what, Shane? You weren't good enough for Natalie, and that's on period. But we'll get into it. I want to go through each couple and break down what I thought and give some updates and some tea. So let's start with where we always start, here with Nick and Danielle. So one thing I noticed immediately is that Nick was wearing the same exact outfit as the day I met him in. So if you guys watched my last Love is Blind YouTube video, I talked about meeting Danielle and Nick, running into them at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, and I didn't even put two and two together, because when I saw them, they said that they were in, LA, and the cast was here for PR. I didn't realize that the reason they came was because it was reunion day. I mean, I kind of put it together, but it wasn't until I saw Nick's outfit and everything made perfect sense. They were literally here to film the reunion, which means that they filmed the reunion a little over 2 weeks ago, guys. Nick and Danielle told us on the reunion that they are very much still together. They're living together. They've done a bunch of interviews saying that their families are really happy and getting along, and they seem like a really solid couple. I do know that there was some behind the scenes drama between the two of them that didn't end up airing. I think they got like a really good happy couple update, because I think that Netflix kind of wanted to promote that this show can help you find love. But I do want to go to Danielle's Instagram right now, because she did post a happy couple update, and I am very happy for Nick and Danielle. I actually think that they work so well together, so I'm going to ignore this blind item tea that I just got, because I want to wish, the best for them. Danielle put on her Instagram, "So excited to finally be able to share my husband with the world. Very excited to show our true relationship and love story. Our similarities allow us to have so much fun, and our differences help us to continuously grow as individuals. As we come on almost our 1-year anniversary, the amount of love we have for one another is indescribable and will shine through as we are now able to share it. Through the next few weeks, we are excited to see family, friends, and, all of that fun stuff. A whole year." Okay, well then there you have it, guys. They have been together for a year. So the show was filmed literally almost a year ago. They probably started a year ago, because, it was a couple months to film. Wow. Really, really interesting here. Well, Nick and Danielle were not the only happy couple we got. We also got a happy couple update from Jarrett and Iyanna. A lot of people didn't know if they would last, because they did seem to have a little bit of differences, especially when it comes to socializing. Jarrett likes to go out, he likes to stay out late, and Iyanna is more of a homebody. I mean, this is kind of a thing that comes up in a lot of relationships, I think. I'm sure there was many couples watching that could relate to it. When one person likes to stay home, another one likes to go out. It seems like they're really working on, compromising. Iyanna said she wants to go out more. Jarrett said he's working on communicating, asking her if it's okay. I mean, good for them. They've also been together for almost a year now too, married. So it seems like things are working. They also seem like a really, really happy couple. And I'm glad that they have worked on their communication and that they're happy and making it work, because they do seem so cute together. I mean, they are really cute together. I want to go to Iyanna's Instagram and let's see if she posted anything about, a happy couple update with Jarrett. She did post a little bit of a cute photo of the two of them. "I took a huge leap of faith off a cliff in this experiment, but with you I could fly. I love you more than the world could imagine. I look forward to our now and finally public lives together. My baby, my love, my man, my protector, my partner, and my other half. I love you." So sweet. Good for them. We have 2 happy couples out of the 5, or out of the 6, maybe even 3, because there is so many rumors that Kyle and Deep D are together. And if you guys saw on TikTok, Kyle posted a TikTok with Deep D, and I mean, listen, everyone's saying they're together. All the sources, all the people in Chicago, the entire city of Chicago is saying they're together. but we really didn't get too much confirmation on the reunion if they are together or not. It seemed like they have been talking, and Shake was even down to facilitate the two of them getting together and having a happy couple update, whatever. So, I mean, listen, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, with the rumors that he's a cheater, that's obviously not what we want for Deep D. We know she deserves so much better, and watching her on the reunion tell off Shake was everything. I mean, Shake really made a jackass out of himself at the reunion. Everybody seemed to be against him, talking about how his edit was very watered down. He said horrible things about the cast off camera. You know, I do feel like Shake was very obnoxious, interrupting, but I also did feel like he kept it real in his own way. Obviously, he looks at the show differently, but I kind of appreciated that he wanted to call out the BS and kind of speak up for himself and share his side of the story. And, you know, I don't think it's fair to completely knock him. I also don't think he's like that bad of a guy. I will never agree with the way he degraded women and the narcissism that he shows. I 100% see that. But at the end of the day, I think he did make for a very interesting reality TV villain, and I feel like sometimes villains make the show. So even if you don't like Shake, and I'm not the biggest fan of him either, I mean, he did give us great entertaining TV, and he kept it 100, and he wasn't going to be all about that fluff. And it's like, you need someone on the show that is going to call out the BS, whether you love them or hate them or love to hate them. I think Shake was a very valuable member to the Netflix, his Love is Blind season 2, but ultimately, I mean, his behavior obviously speaks for itself, and, you know, it didn't seem like he took any accountability, maybe a little bit at the end when they were kind of closing out, but, I mean, he clearly does not feel too bad, and he's not remorseful. So it was great to see the two hosts, Nick and Vanessa, call him out and hold him accountable, as well as Deep D and Danielle and the rest of the cast. And it was so funny when Shake was like, the only person I'm attracted to here is Vanessa. I was literally crying. And that's the thing, Shake is funny. Sometimes Shake has funny moments. Love him or hate him, he has funny moments, and we'll have to kind of, you know, stay tuned and see what's going on with Deep D and Kyle. It doesn't seem like they're, you know, publicly talking about their relationship, but I think the TikTok is very telling. And I mean, let's continue on to our next couple. I mean, Mallory and Sal, I don't have too much to say about. It seems like they went on a date in real life. They weren't, you know, making things right. Sal was a little salty about a few things. Mallory had some things to get off their chest. I mean, they're probably the couple I'm least invested in out of all of them, but I think Mallory's a bad bee and Sal is great, so, you know, obviously wish them the best. They're definitely not getting back together anytime soon. As far as Kyle and Shayna, and then obviously we'll save the best for last, Kyle had some frustrations that he had to, you know, kind of sort out about, you know, the fact that he did give his mother's ring to Shayna, and it felt like she was so hesitant, and he didn't realize that until he watched it back. My heart really did go out to Kyle. I also feel like Shayna held herself accountable with such grace the entire reunion, and it sucks that everyone hates her so much because I actually like Shayna, and I feel like she really did hold herself accountable the entire reunion. She made mistakes during this experiment. Who wouldn't make mistakes during this intense experiment with cameras and TV producers? It seems so hard to think logically, especially when you're just trying to get out of these pods and then you meet people in real life and you have to like see if your feelings are still there. So you know what, I actually do have some respect for Shayna, and I hope that you guys, you know, show a little bit of grace towards her, but obviously, you know, feel free to go off in the comments because it's okay if we disagree. We do not have to agree on all of our opinions, but I will say that I think Shayna did a really good job at the reunion. Even when she was talking to Natalie, you know, Natalie was able to express her concerns and her frustrations about not knowing the relationship that Shayna and Shane had, and she let those things out, and I think Natalie ultimately came out on top, and I think Shayna and Natalie were able to come to a better place, and it was really awesome to see. What was awkward is seeing the fact that Shane was so resistant to talk about Shayna and their relationship, because it was a huge part of the show, and we did want updates. I mean, Shane seemed guilty. I mean, they said they didn't hook up or anything that happened after the show, but I wouldn't be surprised if Shayna and Shane low-key, you know, maybe got it in once, you know, the relationship got called off by Natalie at the wedding, and that's why Shane was so uncomfortable, and it was kind of frustrating for Shayna, but I think she was just trying to, you know, sit through it, and, you know, Natalie also said that she felt Shayna was dishonest, and then Shane was dishonest, and, I mean, I've obviously, you know, at the end of the day, if Shane and Natalie, you know, they didn't work out, it has nothing to do with Shayna. Like, come on. Like, let's not blame this on Shayna. And Shane, I mean, he just couldn't form complete sentences the entire reunion. Like, was he on something? I don't even know, but he could not form complete sentences, and I just didn't Shane is just something else. Honestly, guys, are you on the same page with me here? I don't know what Natalie sees in Shane or what she ever saw in Shane. And when we got a couple updates from Natalie and Shane, basically they tried to make things work after the show. You know, the reason they called off the wedding is because of, you know, the fact that Shane said some horrible things to Natalie the night before, and Natalie pushed him. And, you know, I do believe relationships are back and forth. So if Natalie, you know, was instigating, you know, to get these reactions out of Shane, and then he said mean things, I mean, a relationship is a two-way streak. But at the end of the day, Natalie and Shane are not meant to be together, and Natalie deserves so much better. She's so classy, she's so poised. I feel like she has such a big heart, and I'm not saying Shane's a bad guy, but I just don't understand what the two of them even had in common. I mean, they have so many differences. They don't even, I don't even know. But it seems like a lot of the cast, you know, Nick even said that they were rooting for them, and they saw that they had, you know, some type of love, and they did have love on the show. So, I mean, listen, they tried their best. They tried to get back together. It seems like they're still hanging out, and they were spotted together last week, but I also feel like they have so many differences, so I hope that they kind of go their separate ways. I don't want that for Natalie. Ultimately, I think the reunion was pretty good. Season 2 is in the books, as the two hosts said, and they're coming out with a new Netflix show called The Ultimatum on April 6th. I'm really excited to hear more about this show. I did a TikTok on it, so feel free to head there if you want more updates on the new Ultimatum, you know, Netflix reality show. We're definitely going to be watching it and recapping all Netflix reality TV shows on this channel, so be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe before you guys go. Comment down below your thoughts on the reunion, any tea, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So thank you guys for watching. Bye. Peace out, guys.